Hello, this is part 2 of my alien communications, and this is a very important story that I totally completely forgot in the first True Events episode, but I'm going to hear and tell you now about how I got to hug an alien. I touched a ghost. It was amazing and weird and true, I swear. Okay, let's listen. Okay, I was walking down my hallway. I just had this feeling I just should get up, you know? And I was awake, for real, but I was in this crazy state of mind, and I'm like trying it out when I was walking around. I'm like, wow, the whole room changed, but there's like a layer. I'm used to seeing this sometimes, like, there's several layers to people's houses. Like, say that in the 80s it was mauve pink, and now it's like, and then they painted it green one year, and then now it's like blue, and then it's like going to be white or something, and I can see that exactly like The Grudge, with Sarah Michelle Gellar, like when she's walking through the house and she's getting visions of the past, and what the walls looked like and what the floor looked like, how it was different, if it was, that's what I see. Like I can walk into someone's house, sometimes see the past of the floor, like if it used to be vinyl and now it's wood or something, or it used to be carpet. I could see that because I could see the past, present, and future. It's just all there in layers, and it's just way interesting. So I thought that I was walking through my house thinking that this was the past of my house, but I don't think it was. I think it was the spiritual world, and it was their world, not mine. Sometimes spirits come to our world and I talk to them, and sometimes we get to go to their world and talk to them and visit them. So weird. Like, spirits can look after us, and we can look after spirits. True story. Okay, that's what happened. Walking down the hallway, I could see this ghost, and I just couldn't help it. I didn't know what to do or anything. I usually greet people. I usually just do hug them or ask them what their Charlie sign is. So I actually just hug her, and I'm like, okay, I really don't understand this, but it's okay. And there was this other girl that I hugged. Two girls, and then at the end there was this guy, and I hugged him, and then I greeted them, basically. And then one of the girls, she said something like, kind of scary-ish. I don't remember what she said. She said, I don't remember what she said, but it was relevant, and it was really cool because it made the story seem clear and make sense. Oh my god. I hate being stupid. I can't remember. Okay. Anyways, what happened? After I hugged them, that one girl ghost was still behind me, and all of a sudden, I walked over and I kind of looked at this alien. There's this alien in front of me, and I was like, and then the alien ran away like it was scared. It was just weird, and it hid behind the door, and then it peeked out a little bit. The alien peeked out a little bit, and I was like, oh my gosh, don't be afraid, because I was really scared. I was actually really scared. And the alien peeked out, and then it came out in the hallway, and it got to the floor. It was on the floor, like curled up into a ball a little bit or something. And there was me face to face with the alien, and like I could feel it empathetically. I can feel things. 12th houses rules your insecurities, actually. Pisces, are insecure. And I can feel other people's insecurities, especially if you have like moon in Cancer or something, or whatever. I can feel if you're insecure about something about your body that I have no insecurity about on you all. Like, you could be insecure about things that people don't even notice, and you shouldn't be paranoid or worried about. Anyways, in the first place, like, and the alien, I mean, when I was a past life alien, I'm like so bad that I have long hair now and I'm not bald, but at least I was purple alien, that I had that struggle. So maybe this alien kind of felt the same way, and it needs to reincarnate as human because I felt that because it is telepathic talking to and stuff. I felt that this alien particularly was not was not hanging out with other aliens like itself. So it was very developed differently. It was telepathically developed differently. It was insecure about who it was around me. It was scared. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so sad and sweet. But it's not fair, you know? And it only hung out with these humans. It was like these human ghosts. It only hung out with them. It was like stuck with them. It was like the other aliens just left it behind. What the freak? Oh my God, that's mean. And so it only known these these human looking people in the spiritual world or something. Like it was like a spiritual world, but I could still touch them because I looked at it and I gave it a hug and I'm like, oh, I love you. And, it's okay. Don't be scared. You know, I was just trying to comfort it and I'm like, oh, I love you. Don't be scared. Okay, don't be scared. It's all right. And I just hugged him. I was terrified. Terrified. Those eyes are scary. I had a dream that was so real. It looked like an alien koala, but with alien eyes. You know, those big old eyes? I mean, I'm sure that's adorable, but it was scary. And well, I gave the alien a hug, and I was trying to comfort it and give it all this love, because that's all I could do. And teach it, and to accept itself, you know, accept it, you know. And look at me, hey, I got a new body, thank God. And I walked away slowly, backed up slowly, because I was just scared that it was just unpredictable looking, because its eyes kind of like googlied around, and I'm like, what if those pupils, if they even have pupils, because they're all basically 100% looking pupils, change and it got mad, or it just all of a sudden went hysterical. You know how animals are, they're unpredictable and crazy people. It's just like all of a sudden you'll get bit by an animal for no reason because it just slightly gets scared, almost like a pit bull's reaction. I have no clue. So I was thinking that. So I walked away slowly, and then I just ran back to my room and went to bed trying to go to sleep, knowing that I just touched all this alien and all these ghosts. I'm like, oh my God. Usually my first reaction after I'm having this really bad panic attack or anxiety attack, I just run to my bed. I'm like, trying to hold myself. Well, that was a really true story about how I touched aliens and stuff. And there's a little bit more. I'm not sure if I can remember. Thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for listening to my true alien communication encounters and stuff like that. Okay, there'll be more. Hi, I'm Dashton, the Vampire Demon Slayer, and you are history. Okay, this is my true story about alien communication. I really have communicated with aliens. I've had encounters with aliens. I've even touched aliens. And I used to be an alien. And, well, these are some of my stories. Hopefully I don't leave anything out. Very chaotic. I'm going to skim through my life little stories. Truly happened, okay? Okay. As you know, I am psychic, and I guess I've always been psychic or whatever, because I made myself this way. I'm a Pisces custom Aquarius, Gemini custom Cancer rising, Moon in Aquarius. Okay, okay. Here's one of my first stories that I can remember. Communicate with aliens. Okay. Well, anyways, hear how the story really goes. Okay. I was on the computer, of course, right? And it was like when I was 14 or 13 or something, and I met this dude. He's actually a Cancer sign. I was still into astrology back then too. And I was talking to him on the computer, and I gave him a psychic reading and stuff, and he was like a Cancer sign or whatever. And I was just talking to him on the computer, and I told him all kinds of psychic things, really, like about his room and his dad, like I was like, well, I'm going to do psych green on you. I'm picking up on you sitting at a table with your dad, and your dad has a long beard and long hair, and he looks like he could be a farmer in those clothes. And oh, I actually see that you live in a farm, and you had a party one time, and your dad really got mad at you because it's like kind of a private farm to him. I have no clue because he's always working on it, blah, blah, blah. And also, I see your dead uncle, blah, blah, blah. And this actually is an interesting psychic story about his dead uncle, okay? The person, and his dead uncle used to own half this farm. And this Cancer Sun person didn't know this, and neither did his dad. But this is what happened. I told him that his uncle actually hid some money and stuff in a shed. So, wow. And the Cancer Sign didn't even think that he left anything behind. And I told him that's where his uncle hid it and stuff. And it's in there. And well, later on, the Cancer Sign actually looked and they found it. They found the treasures, the hidden treasures where his dead uncle hid them. Isn't that amazing? I seriously did that. I seriously did a psych reading on that. Okay, anyways, this is about alien encounters and communication, not about this other stuff, but it's still cool to mention. Okay, so I had to get that in there. Okay. Well, I was giving him a psych reading, and I told him that he built like a second story to his house, and to his room actually. And he didn't care if his dad didn't want him to do it or not, but eventually his dad found out and he was okay with it. Well, he was building like a second story so he could have like a bottom story because it, you know, a barn and stuff, and a farmer's house, I guess they have tall ceilings. So he had kind of like a downstairs, and then he had a little ladder to get up on the top, right? And I guess he put stuff up there. He could walk up there. He could probably sleep up there. I don't know. I think he put his bed up there, so he got 2 beds or something. And he's into the spiritual stuff, and he's a Cancer sign, and he actually moved in with a monk just to have some experiences later on. But me, I'm the psychic, and I'm really doing this stuff. I don't need to go through that crap. I figured it out fast, and I got down to the business with being psychic. Anyways, so we were on the computer with each other. I was giving him a psychic reading because I can do that on the computer. And I told him, see, he's kind of skeptical too. And he gets annoyed by my grammar and stuff. But my grammar doesn't matter. I am still psychic, whether you like it or not. Thank you. And my spelling crap, you know? Okay? Thank you. Okay. Anyways. So I saw him and his dad at the table, and I said, you know, your dad could be a farmer in those clothes, and all that stuff was true. And I told him, and I picked up on this word about these beings around him, and I didn't know how to pronounce it or spell it, and I typed in like Pleiadians, and I don't even know how to spell it, but it turned out to be Pleiadians, and I never heard about Pleiadians before until this day. And he says, it could be the Pleiadians. I know what you're talking about. And I didn't know, but eventually later on, I found out that like a lot of people know about Pleiadians. It was actually popular. I had no clue. But that's how it was. And what I picked up was Pleiadians at his farm. And it was true. And the Pleiadians told me, we're going to show you the... I got this big vision about like a whole Milky Way looking thing. And it was all lit up. Everything was light. Planets or something. And what the Pleiadians told me was, we're here to show you the way to go home, or the way home. We're to show you the way home, or something like that. It was like, I don't know, whatever that means. And then like, anyways, That was my psychic readings on him, and I got to communicate with aliens with him. I'm not sure if I left anything out, but okay. Yeah, my computer. Okay, this other time, I was in my room, of course, and that was the night I asked rejected and stuff, and I saw all these different species and beings in the air or whatever, and I was like, what the freak is going on? And all of a sudden, this alien type person came down, and it told, and it actually told me an explanation, sort of like it helped settle me to listening to him or her or whatever it was, alien. It was talking and talking, and it was really, really clear, surprisingly. I mean, Aquarius energy, when they talk from the other side, spiritual realm, it's really clear and it's telepathic. And Aquarius's, all the Aquarius spirits, even animal spirits that are Aquarius, yeah, there is animal spirits that told me they're astrology signs. I don't know how animals know they're astrology signs, but they sure frick do, and it's confirmed by the dumb people on Earth that I guess I can read to. Okay, okay, okay. Anyways, the alien told me, we don't have enough space to come down here, basically in the atmosphere, to manifest our dimension or something like that. And it really was talking to me about this stuff. It was very smart sounding, like, wow. I can't remember everything, but I can definitely remember that. It told us it didn't have enough space to come down here, basically, to manifest this dimension or something like that. It sounds like that. And it was just a true experience that I was seeing. It was so clear and amazing. Okay, that was another. Okay, and here came, and I had another experience with aliens before. One day, I was in a trailer with one of my friends, and no, we were hanging out, and I decided just to go to the bathroom to myself, and then after I went to the bathroom, I went to the other back room, and I was like, ugh, it was like there was the bedroom, whatever, so I laid down, and and then I got all these hallucinations in my head, and it was dark and stuff, and I sat up, and all of a sudden, I saw this giant alien head, and I think it was communicating with me. I'm not sure what it was saying. Because I don't remember right now, but it was there. Seriously, it was there. And while it was there, I was just like, whoa. And I had this hologramical computer that I was typing on in the mid-air, like it was floating. And I was just like, pretending I was typing on it in the mid-air, like it was a hologramical computer, seriously, while that alien was there. So that was interesting and weird. I don't know what that was about, but it could be about anything. I don't know what that was about, but it was like a hologramical computer in mid-air that I could type on. Seriously, for real. Okay, and then there's another alien time. I was with one of my, well, anyways, that was with a Virgo in a trailer, yeah, friend, okay? And here was another story with a Libra. I was walking with a Libra, right? We were actually walking at the witch's grave. I have a video on that in my thing, in my videos. Okay, well, we were walking, and all of a sudden I heard in the middle of nowhere, basically I can sense stuff that we were meant to meet up with these aliens. Like, we were meant to have this meeting at this time, at this moment. It was like, wow. And I could feel that and sense that, and it felt like time almost stopped, and the aliens were here to tell me this or something. Like, it was almost like a glimpse, a flash of an abduction, but it was like I wasn't ready. I told them I wasn't ready, you know, I don't know, and they were okay with that. Like, I was supposed to go with them that day, and I was walking with my Libra friend. Weird, interesting, like I had a meeting, Like, this was a meeting and I showed up on time, on accident. Like, there was a meeting that I had to be with the aliens at this time at the Witch's Grave, in the middle of nowhere, you know? But I was like, acting like I wasn't ready for it, and I was just like, yikes. Because, you know, people postpone and they're not prepared and they feel like they're not ready, but you never know. Maybe you're ready, you don't even know it. I don't know. But that's what actually happened. Really. Okay. Anyways. And here's another time I communicated with aliens and had an encounter. Oh, yeah. I was in this room, all these eyes. There's so many eyes. Eyes like this there. And yeah, it was really interesting and weird, but I nonchalantly just brushed it off because I was with my friends who didn't care about me talking all that much. So I was like, F it, whatever, just relax and crap. And plus, as you know, I had past life with being an alien or something, as you know, with Serafina. You can check that out. And also, I get glimpses and 3D hologramical experiences to where I feel like this is my body. Like, I'm inside of a body, a body's inside of me, and it's an alien. And it's like, I feel like this creature, but it's purple, see-through, for real. And it's just, like, I can't remember and I don't understand it, or did we used to communicate psychically or something, and this is why I'm all in this package as this amazing psychic, woohoo. I don't really know, but it could be. Like, I used to have this past life where I was exercising my psychic abilities all the time, and then I came to this life, and I was like, I knew there was something more, and ever since I was little, I knew there was telepathy, and I always asked my friends to be quiet and let me listen to their mind. I always really knew that there was more to this body, inside and out, and more to this life than just bullcrap and small child chat. I knew there was psychic ability. I knew there was witchcraft. I knew there was fairies, because when I was little, oh, I have another story. I have encounters with fairies. I could tell you about that. But yeah, one time I was little, I told my friend I could find the fairies. I knew where they were, and I told him to come with me, and we'd walk to the woods. And I said, "This is where the fairies are," and stuff like that. I mean, it was interesting. And one day with my dad, I did see fairies and a portal and stuff. But that's for another story, maybe I could do. But this is for alien encounters stuff. And there was other times there was an alien, but I don't remember everything. This is why I'm doing this documentary. Yeah, okay, good enough. Those are my true stories with alien encounters. There's a little bit more, but I can't remember it all. So I don't want to just blank out and think about it for like 10 minutes while you're here. So I'm just going to click off. And thanks for listening to my true events, alien encounters, and alien communication stories. There is a little bit more, and I'll catch up with that in another story, maybe in the fairy encounters or something, or maybe in a different video. I don't really know what pressure I'm going to put on myself to make another video about these stories to remember. Yeah, but it's worth it. Oh well, thank you.